This is the 21st video of a 28 video series of a detail on a 2019 Mini Cooper Clubman. And in this video, we look at the application of the second layer of the application of CQUARTZ UK 3.0. In the screen, you can see the temperature in the studio is 22.5 degrees Celsius and the humidity is 51%. I think this is after I had the air conditioning on for a little bit. That's definitely one thing to consider if you don't have a hygrometer in your studio. I highly recommend one. So here, starting with the roof. I kind of have a habit of starting with the roof of every application. Plenty of coating applied to the applicator, spread it out. And in this case, I'm using a cross-hatch pattern, making sure it's level. If you don't get it perfectly leveled, in this step right here, using a very short microfiber, you can level any missed spots or help it to flash. Come with the second microfiber later, just to give it a final wipe off. You can still see high spots in the video, but no mistake, I wiped that off. If you wait just a little longer for it to flash, it becomes a lot easier to wipe off the excess. Sometimes I use that circular application method. I find it's a really fast way to level the coating. Particularly if you're using a quicker flashing coating, the circular application method will be a lot faster, and it'll help you level the coating better. So as you can see, it's not leveled perfectly, but when you wipe it with the short microfiber, it doesn't matter, you're leveling it again. So absolutely no problems there. And basically just giving it a quick wipe. You're not too fussy about leaving high spots at this point. Just leave it the way it is. You can see the high spots. I'm just giving it some more time to flash, and then I'll come back with the second microfiber and wipe that clean. And again, this is the application I use for CQUARTZ UK 3.0. If you use other coatings, it may or may not be possible to do that. You might not have enough time. But with UK 3.0, you have plenty of time. So you don't really need to rush the application, especially at the temperature and humidity I'm working at. 51 or 2 degrees is really relatively easy to apply. If you get upwards towards like 80% humidity, 80% humidity becomes a lot faster to flash, but not so fast that you have to panic while applying it. So just keep an eye on the temperature and the humidity before you apply it, and once you get used to the coating, you'll have a rough idea how much time you have to work with. But if you haven't used the coating before, first couple of panels you use to gauge how much time you have to work with, and then just apply that to the rest of the application. So as you can see, I'm coating the second layer of the whole bonnet before wiping, and just giving it a level. And then I come back with the microfiber and just the second microfiber and just remove any high spots. So applying the whole bonnet at this temperature and humidity, absolutely no problem. And from time to time you want to flip the microfiber over, get a fresh clean side. Helps to pick up the excess coating a lot more. particularly anything in the final wipe, usually your second or third microfiber. If you use a long pile microfiber, it's going to leave streaks more so than the short type. So you want a towel that picks up a lot, but at the same time is fairly flat to the surface and doesn't leave streaks. And as your towel gets saturated, you should be careful just about touching panels because it can leave high spots by doing that. Here I believe I did 2 doors before wiping off finally. The second layer of a coating is always a lot easier to apply. One, the surface is becoming more and more filled, so it absorbs less of the coating and becomes a lot easier to wipe off. And usually the second or third layer requires less coating agent. Sometimes I would say about 60% of the first layer, but it really depends on the condition of the paint and newer paint or older paint. As you can see, I use a headlamp, and I use the headlamp basically, I'm just checking. I'm wiping until the haze is gone. That's what I use the headlamp for. But I use the light reflecting off the wall to check for high spots. Other thing I should add is during your layer application, I recommend changing the suede that you put on the applicator block at least once throughout the car. Half the car, maybe use one suede, and the other half change it out. You could even flip the suede and use the back side, but switching to a new suede will be a lot better. Catalyst? はい。絶対水かかっちゃうからやばい。 It's worth it to take the time to get the towel and wipe off in these really intricate areas. You don't want to leave any coating built up in there. It's going to collect dirt, more so than if it's wiped smooth. And places like these bumpers, they're going to take more time, but don't be in a rush. Take time to wipe it off thoroughly. Use a light to get underneath and check that there's nothing left over unwiped. And these are the parts I removed previously to get coating underneath where these parts sit. So, while they're off, I like to take the opportunity to coat them thoroughly, front side and back side. And basically I just put the coating on and use the microfiber to kind of wipe it off and spread at the same time. You're putting them back on. When you touch the panels, just after coating, the coating is still not quite dry to the touch, so you want to give that area where you touched a quick wipe off. Remove fingerprints, make sure there's no high spots, or sometimes if you don't wipe it off, you'll leave actually a fingerprint in the coating. And once that area is done, you could feel a lot of satisfaction that you've done spots that you can't even see. So that is the second layer of CQUARTZ UK 3.0. Recommend a minimum 2 layers, no more than 3 layers. I think in this video we use a full 30 milliliter bottle. And in the next video we'll look at second layer of CQUARTZ Deluxe on all the plastics, external trim I think, and the engine bay.